This is Chicago's very own WGN Midday News.
In today's Midday Fix, we are learning how to discover your own personal style with personal style consultant Cara Hotz. And Megan Lawless is one of Cara's clients. So thank you both for being here. And you can kind of explain this idea. When someone comes to you and says, help me with my personal style, are there certain questions that you ask them? I mean, how do you get to what is going to be a style that they're comfortable with?
Right, sure. Well, the first thing that we get into is that we make it clear that personal style is not about fashion, and we're not really about fashion. We're really getting to the root of who that person is based on her inspirations and values, her own life responsibilities, and her physical presence, to then create recommendations and a style that she can then take with her in the world.
And once you figure that out, it is a bit of changing clothes, but then it's also the space, your home.
Yes.
It is, you talk about the interaction with other people as well.
Yes, exactly. So what happens is in our core program called Style Insights, what we do is we have a one-on-one discovery session, and we talk with Megan and have a facilitated discussion, and we get to the root of what those inspirations and values are, what her life responsibilities are, and what the physical presence issues are, if any, or the highlights, that kind of thing. And we come up with recommendations for her wardrobe, for the spaces where she lives, and also her interactions with other people. So spaces are, wardrobe is pretty self-explanatory, right? The clothes you wear, the personal style you carry with you is what I say. And then this is the personal style where you live. So this is your spaces, your home, that kind of thing. And then interactions are just how you interact with other people. Could be hostess gifts, could be the way that you do your personal correspondence. There are a lot of things that kind of fall under that category. But
this is all in one. You don't need a personal shopper and then a designer at home. So tell me, what was your main concern, or what you really wanted to get to when you sought this out?
Sure. So I felt like I was at a place in my career where I wanted to look a little bit more polished and a little bit more put together, but I'm also really low maintenance, and I don't like to have a lot going on in my life. So I was worried that sort of trying to look put together was going to be fussy and too much work, and I would start out with good intentions, but I wouldn't follow through. So going through the Style Insights program helped both Cara and I identify sort of how that would work and how we could create some ideas and a plan for me that would work with how I like to live my life.
So how does she become more professional without being high maintenance?
Right. Well, that's definitely a challenge sometimes. Right. But one thing that we came away with is in the Style Insights program, one of the takeaways at the end of the program is we actually have a style name for your personal style. So, for example, Megan's style name is Essential Action. We've had, just to give some
that embodies what you said, I think. It does.
Yeah. And what we're really looking for is maximum effect for minimal effort. So here, you know, there's some slight changes. Like, for instance, we were saying, you know, to polish up the casual, try a denim trouser as opposed to the regular blue jeans. So, and it's not necessarily that you need to go shopping. It's more maybe you're editing your closet at home, or where you're living, or the way you're approaching your gifting, that kind of thing.
And maybe putting different things together.
Right, exactly. So we talk about materials. We talk about, you know, what's the quickest way for Megan to get a high impact.
And who are the people who would benefit most from this? People that are having transitions in their life, or what would be your ideal client?
Yeah, you named it right there on the top of the head. So a lot of times, women, they have these milestones in their lives, and there are different tracks of these milestones. There's professional, where you might have a new promotion, or maybe you're the person who has been in a job for a couple of years or a few years, and you're ready to take it to the next level. You know, you know the ropes, kind of thing. But then there's also retirement. There's kind of second act ideas, you know, where after retirement people go on to a new career or a new kind of life. So that's a professional track. There's also personal track, which is more like marriage, new baby. Like a lot of times after, about a year after a new baby, when you kind of can bring yourself up for air. Right. And you're like, okay, well now let's focus on mama. You know, let's take care of mama.
But you're a different person. You're a mother now, and so maybe you want to dress in a different way or portray yourself in a different way to others.
And your life responsibilities have changed, you know, a lot. So also in the personal, there can be, you know, either empty nesters, or divorce, or widow, or even caregiving. You know, so if you've been taking care of someone for a long time,
Which takes
and
so
that
much out of you.
Right, and so you know, after you kind of come out of that, you think, okay, well, let's take it, let's like, look inside a little bit.
And you feel different. You feel like it made a real difference for you.
I feel like some of the tips that she gave me give me a lot more confidence, so that when I'm putting outfits together or I'm out shopping for a gift for a friend, like I have a lot more guidance and I'm a lot more confident in my decisions.
And sometimes that's all it takes.
Yes.
Is that little boost of confidence. Thank you so much for being here, ladies. We appreciate it. For style and personal consulting help, you can visit carahotz.com, and we will certainly have a link on our website as well, WGN-TV.com/midday.